Good evening, esteemed guests and members of the PSQ Nation, and wishing you all a fruitful and productive Monday. So, how's your Monday, everybody? If it hasn't been so far good. Remember, we still have a full week ahead to keep the positive energy flowing. And tonight, there's an insightful presentation to conclude our day or kickstart the night for some. Please express your enthusiasm again by typing excited along with your location in the comment box. For instance, type excited from Manila, Philippines, and we are looking forward to recognizing you shortly. Please note that an e-certificate will be provided at the end of this webinar upon completion of the online evaluation form. So please wait for the QR code or link that will be provided to you. And welcome to the second webinar session of 2024 organized by the Philippine Society for Quality. And we are very delighted to have you with us. I am Dr. Zandra N. Maninas, your host for today's event, holding the role of the Vice President for Philippine Quality Award Administration at the Philippine Society for Quality. And I am thrilled to guide you through our program. This event is supported by the Innovation and the Digital Thinking Hub. And today's session is titled AI for Quality, and we will delve into strategies for the seamless integration of all AI tools or of many AI tools within an organizational framework, emphasizing harmony with company culture and values. And this session aims to provide insights on fostering not only technological advancements, but also a supportive and inclusive environment within the workforce or within the workplace. Our participants will gain valuable knowledge on how to navigate the intersection of artificial intelligence, organizational ethos, and also in promoting a holistic approach that prioritizes both technological innovation and a positive work culture. So get ready for an insightful discussion. So thank you so much, Bernadette Navarra from Quezon City, our President Ray Framista from Makati, and then we also have Sir Marlon Vitan from BGC, from San Pedro, Camille Pili, from Cavite, Amar Bant? Did I pronounce it correctly? Yeah, Armand Bandies, sorry. And also we have from Pampanga, Giuseppe Paolo Puno. From Tagum City, we have Diza Rolda, also from Taguig, Bernie Vargas. From Laguna, Arnil Kabungkal. So welcome to our PSQ Nation members for joining us on tonight's event. So this evening, we are very lucky to have an expert to discuss this said topic, and we are very thrilled to introduce our esteemed speaker. She is a blazing leader, recognized as one of the Philippines' top 30 leaders on LinkedIn in 2023, and with a dynamic commitment to innovation, Bonnie is currently driving the creation of 100 generative AI assistants and is the visionary founder of Leading with Success. And her extensive experience and leadership prowess uniquely position her at the forefront of the intersection between technology and success. In today's webinar, Bonnie will share insights drawn from her remarkable journey, offering invaluable perspectives on integrating AI tools in harmony with company culture and values. So join us in welcoming Bonnie Factor, a true pioneer shaping the future of AI, leadership, and organizational excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bonnie Factor. Hi, Miss
Hi,
Bonnie.
thank
The
you,
digital
Dr.
space is
Sandra.
yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I am seeing a lot of people using AI assistant, and the AI assistants are attending our webinar, and they are taking notes for their humans. All right. So good evening, Dr. Sandra. Good evening, Ray, and good evening, everyone. I like what Dr. Sandra said. That was a very generous introduction. Made me feel so good to be here. We are now at 84. Okay. And I am one of the top 30 leaders in LinkedIn Philippines for 2023. I am creating 100 generative AI assistants. This is through OpenAI's GPT-4. I have managed data science and digital transformation projects, and I am the founder of Leading with Success. Good evening. Let's start off with a report from Microsoft's new Future of Work. This is very recent. This is just released last week. And the Future of Work for 2023, which applies for 2024, is a summary of recent research from around the world. And they tackled how to help and create a new and better future of work with AI. Very timely, very timely that Ray invited me to talk about this, and they just released this last week. So the report's overview and insight into AI work practices. We define LLM as large language model. Large language model is equal to generative AI, large language model, generative AI, and foundational model. They are all the same. They're ChatGPT, Bard, and Perplexity. Those are the three best foundational model. There are also the open source ones, Llama, and Mistral. And so far, those are the five. I believe there's you and there's another one. But the most popular one is, of course, and the best foundational model at the moment is still ChatGPT, the paid one, GPT-4. Because the free one, Bard overtook, recently Bard overtook ChatGPT, the free tiered one. And so Bard is now number 2 in terms of the leaderboard. So that's LLM, generative AI, and foundational model. Can I see in the group chat if we now all have the same understanding when it comes to LLM? Let me there. Can everyone type in number one? If we all have the same on there. Thank you. All right, perfect. I can now go on. that totally helps. Thank you, everyone. LLMs. There you go. Okay, so I wanna share a lot about this report because sometime last year I got into a conversation in a forum that I am in. I shared a workbook for agile methodology in that workbook for project management. And there was a heated argument about using LLMs, generative AI, and foundational model as plagiarism and cheating. And we know that this is the perception of a lot of people about generative AI. Oh, AI, cheating, plagiarism. This is a very short-sighted perception. As Microsoft has reported, generative AI needs a lot of critical thinking. You break down and then you build up complex tasks. So because you break down and you build up complex tasks, it provokes your critical thinking. And then this enables your micro productivity and shift the balance of your skills. And it's very helpful in information work. The focus is on human AI collaboration. And the report says, so how can we collaborate effectively with generative AI? And it's all about the prompt. It's all about how we complement ourselves with an AI assistant. It's all about how we rely on, and you are experts on this, how to audit them, right? In QA, audit is one of the main keywords. So complex and creative task, it seems to be that it really goes beyond simple information generation. So if the idea is it's just for cheating and plagiarism, a lot of people are missing out because it can support complex and creative tasks. And it can even enhance metacognition. And so it's helpful, not even for just anyone who just wants to use it and ask a question. It depends on your domain. For example, you guys are QA experts. And in so doing, your expertise of domain is highly different from someone who is in marketing and sales and a software engineer, except if you're a software QA. So it's domain specific application. It actually gives you what you prompt. And so the more expert you are, the more it's going to give you the expert information that you need. And this is the same on any domain: HR, software engineering, medicine, social science, and education. So when we say generative AI collaborates and communicates, you can really help each other in the team to work and communicate in terms of interaction, coordination, the workflows, providing real-time retrospective feedback, and leveraging holistic frameworks. In QA, there's a lot of terms, and I know that this is something that needs to be closed as a gap. For example, a lot of technical writing. There's a lot of technical writing in QA because this is what the engineers need: the terms, the technical writing. The technical writing of the engineer is different from a project manager, different from finance, and different from HR, different from sales. And so, how are you going to understand each other immediately? Generative AI is so good in that. That's why collaboration and communication is so much better and faster. And of course, we already know this because generative AI has been trained in all of the world's history's knowledge and the entire internet's database. And so it's amazing for knowledge management and organizational changes. And I know QA has that as well, knowledge management. And so what's the implications for future work in our society? Well, it is actually dependent on us, on how AI will impact us by addressing adoption disparities. And when Ray talked to me about this, to be a guest here, I know that I need to be here because this is nation building. We have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to upskill everyone to use this because what are we going to do? This is the reality. We cannot stop this. It's just going to accelerate. The acceleration of AI, generative AI, and multimodal AI is 10 times faster every 6 months. So I'm sure you all know about Moore's Law. Moore's Law about the processor, right? And this is the processor has developed and has accelerated twice every year back then, but now it's so much more than that. It's billions of dollars of compute for NVIDIA GPUs just for these AI models. And that's where you come in because QA is highly technical. And your technical skills can foster innovation, not just for your company, but for the country as well, for our country as well. We need this very badly. We may need to ring the alarm for everyone to say we are at a turning point. And this turning point that we currently have, we need to be able to create a roadmap. And this is why the implications for us as a society is to lead like a scientist. And to remember that the future of work is in our control. Yes, prompt engineering is required. Just checking the chat box before I go to the next slide. And Dr. Sanchez said, these engineers play a crucial role in developing AI systems that can generate output suitable for real-world applications. And Enrico says, question with regards to ChatGPT, OpenAI training. What are your thoughts on New York Times versus OpenAI on infringement? Thank you. It's not just ChatGPT and OpenAI. Google Bard has trained data on the internet. I'm sure even on your emails, if you're using Google. Llama of Facebook and Meta, I'm sure has trained on our data on Facebook and Instagram. I know that Sam Altman has tweeted about it and he has dismissed the case as they are not, they are not paying any attention to the case. So as for now, that's the situation of the case of New York Times versus OpenAI. New York Times filed a case. OpenAI dismissed it, saying this doesn't have value and it's not valid. And so that's something that we leave up to them. And let's see how the court will decide on what they're going to do. As for us, there are a lot of generative AI, and we are going to continue our discussion. I hope that answers your question, Enrico. My take is that OpenAI has dismissed the case. OpenAI is backed by Microsoft and with billions of dollars. New York Times is backed by Amazon's Jeff Bezos. New York Times is backed by Amazon and Jeff Bezos. So this is for sure a business case study for all of them. Let's continue on with our AI for QA. Ethical. Yeah. In what way? In what way? Because my thesis in college is copyright. And way back then in college, I was questioning a lot of students that are photocopying books. And you know what? That was my thesis. And I got a 1. I got an award. But really, it wasn't stopped. All of the students still photocopied books. And then Google came. So agree on the question of ethical and also on the acceleration of technology to better mankind. We have yet to see if this will be stopped. Enrico said Gartner raises IP considerations that will slow down adoption of AI and ChatGPT. This will be up to you. I mean, that's why I'm here. I am not, I am a techno-optimist in that sense that I enjoy AI. A lot of people, according to Microsoft's future of work, is on the adoption side. It's not going to slow down. That's what the report says. And if you guys want to clamp down on AI on your organization, it will be up to you. And I want to remind you of what happened to Kodak, Nokia, and BlackBerry. There are just technologies that are unstoppable. And I know there are concerns about a lot of things that legacy media has brought upon us and what you're reading. On the other side, I am reading a lot of researches, papers on the techno-optimist side, and there are billions of dollars being poured on AI. And so I'm guessing in the economy side, if the investors are pouring on billions of dollars, there are also a lot of vying for category of full acceleration. In fact, ChatGPT is a large language model. It started as a text model language, but now it's not the case anymore. It's multimodal now. We have Midjourney of image, we have Pika for video, we have Runway for video, correct, we have Gemini. And so all of these are unstoppable, billions of dollars. And if investors are pouring in billions of dollars, I am sure they are lobbying for the rules and regulations to get back their money from the investments that they are pouring in. It's just unstoppable. And so how are we going to work on this? Are we saying, oh, let's stop this because legacy media has been saying it's unethical? Or are we saying we are techno-optimists, there are ways around this? Again, I'll remember my thesis in college. My thesis in college is copyright, and I questioned students photocopying books. I got a one, I got an award, but then Google came, and it's there. All of the books are in a freeware called ligegen.rs.is. You can download it there. If you're going to go after OpenAI, you can go after all these downloading books for free, for piracy, but it's still there. It cannot be shut down. So, and I don't even know who owns that free book download website because it cannot be shut down. And OpenAI has billions of dollars of investments, and I'm sure the lobbies are there. All right. I hope that talk about the considerations, the ethics of generative AI, the case that New York Times filed, that we have suffice that we have satisfied your curiosity about it. Is this satisfied? Can you type in number 2 if we're done with the ethical considerations of generative AI? Thank you. All right, moving on. Thank you, Enrico, for that discussion. So this is the data of Microsoft's Future of Work report. 68% of generative AI actually improve quality of everyone's work. 68%, and we are a society of quality assurance members. And this is a huge jump immediately of everyone's work. 73% help them complete tasks faster. 85% help them to get to a good first draft faster. 58% less draining than participants without access. Mental health improvement is so good because of this. In fact, there's an AI, replica AI, that is being used by Gen Z to befriend AI assistants. And they have a character in there that they talk. And they have data that they have reduced suicide from Gen Zs because of replica. And it's 44% more accurate in answering questions about cybersecurity incidents. 72% help them spend less mental effort. I'm sorry about my cat. My cat just jumped on my laptop. All right, so that's funny. Let me just laugh it out. 58% less draining than participants without access. Mental health improvement. 44% more accurate in answering questions about cybersecurity incidents. 72% help them spend less mental effort on mundane or repetitive tasks. And 43%, whopping 43% improvement in performance. All right, let me go on. Let me shake off the laughter from my cats jumping on my laptop. Okay, so as a part of Microsoft's new Future of Work report as well is that AI can enhance micro productivity practices. And that means it can be harnessed to augment human capabilities through novel task management strategies. So the concept of micro productivity and complex tasks, when you decompose them into smaller subtasks. Thank you, Arna. And thank you for having a good sense of humor about that. So there, and it really creates and automatically create action plans for a larger variety of tasks based on a training set of similar tasks. And the plans were further refined through human intervention. It still needs human intervention. We have not yet invented AGI or artificial general intelligence. We are not yet at that point. This is the goal of Mark Zuckerberg. That's why they are open sourcing their AI. Open AI, that's their goal as well. Artificial general intelligence. I'm not sure about Google, but they do have Gemini. They have rebranded Bard into Gemini, and they say that this week they are releasing Gemini Ultra. Gemini Ultra is the paid version of their generative AI, which rivals GPT-4 of OpenAI. So, in quality and efficiency, immediately, AI help in automatic identification of micro moments and micro tasks, and overall improve quality and efficiency at the workplace. So it's contextual identification of micro moments based on preceding activities and location, and it can yield up to 80.7% precision. Such micro moments can be used for learning, creation, and editing of documents and coding. And so the free time that you have, you can now use to do more maybe human things like being social. For example, when I was in the corporate world, my my worry always is people as an HR head, as a global HR head, people would always want to chat with me. That's what HR is for, right? But we have a lot of work. We have tons of work. We have emails as well. So my usual problem is, how do I satisfy all of the people who wants to talk to me and do all my tasks? Now I hope that this has eased up a lot of the repetitive tasks and documents a person will do. And maybe, if I am still in the corporate world, maybe I can now have more time and not feel guilty whenever someone's talking to me that I am not attending to my tasks. So, machine learning can be leveraged to automatically detect microtasks from a user-generated task list, resulting in a positive precision of 75% and forecast duration with the best classifier performance for tasks with duration for 5 minutes. All right. I'm just checking the time. If I am talking slow, Okay. So here is how we're going to do it for quality and AI. And AI essentially, even generative AI starts with data. It was database, even Excel file, a simple Excel file that contains all the data, and then it's database, then probability and statistics, and then we analyzed it, and then it becomes data science. And then after data science, we forward it to a machine learning engineer. The machine learning engineer maps out the process of how the algorithm will take place. And that's how the large language models or the generative AI was born, because they were this huge training data sets of all of the knowledge in the entire world in a GPU compute of NVIDIA. And it's now predicting text for anything that we ask based on the training data. And so for quality, if you're going to take that and if you're going to do something similar for your company and you want to automate anything and it's for quality, you need your suppliers data, your manufacturing data, all of your quality data, quality events, and then the post-market data. I'm going to show you the GPT store. This is GPT store. I'm going to expand this. And I have searched for AI assistants that all of us there who are in the GPT store have created. And so far, these are the trending ones. There's a high quality document analysis, 700 chats created last month. There's a quality rater GPT, which will analyze your website using Google's quality rater guidelines. 1K plus, meaning they've 1,000 users have used this to analyze their websites. There's a QA sidekick, and this is for you professional software dev in test, software tester, requirements engineer, a search quality evaluator GPT. And this analyze contents through the official Google Search Quality Rater guidelines. And then there's a web quality analyst. It evaluates websites for the EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust. And then there's quality advisor for top-notch products and purchasing guidance. And we have quality management excellence, specialized quality manager in TQM, ISO, VDA, auditing, lean, agile, and scrum. There. So can anyone type in number 3 if any of you are subscribed to the paid GPT? Is anyone subscribed to the paid GPT? Type number 3 if you are. Okay, I have not seen anyone type number 3. If anyone has subscribed, I am subscribed to this. This is only 1,200 per month. There. So Manuel is subscribed. So Manuel, you can see this at the GPT store, right? So have you created a GPT of your own? There you go. So there's, I've checked quality custom GPTs there, and these are what came out of the GPT store. So I'm subscribed 1,200 per month. And actually, I don't subscribe to anything. I don't subscribe to YouTube. I don't subscribe to Netflix, not even to Spotify. But this, I subscribe to this because of this. And because I'm creating, GPTs as well. I'm creating 100 AI assistants there. Ayan. So Manuel said he has a peer reviewer, research assistant, and a script writer there. Funny. The script writer is funny, Manuel. I said, write me a script. And it write me a script in a movie. It says, cut to the scene, and then voice over, and then spotlight here. It was funny. It's funny there. So any AI assistant for anything that you need, it's at the GPT store. GPT-4 is still the best foundational model leaderboard in generative AI. And so that's why we are here. Although Hugging Face. Enrico said, once you load data, example corporate, it will be public. Is this understanding correct? Thank you. It can be public, but not entirely public. Okay, so let me expound on that. For the individual free ones, your data is automatically being trained on by ChatGPT. So if you give them data, it automatically loops back. It automatically trains itself on your data. That's for the free one. Now, if your company, because there is a team and enterprise costing for the company, if your organization or your company pay for that, OpenAI promises and committed, and for the enterprise, they are SOC 2 compliance for cybersecurity. They committed that they will not train on your data and your data will be private. So it's not automatically public. I want to address that. It's still private. It's not available for everyone. OpenAI do train on your data. This is for the free ones. For the team and enterprise ones, the enterprise is SOC 2 compliant. I've not yet read the team agreements. I read it. I read the terms and agreements. I read it. Enterprise, I've read the terms and agreements. It's SOC 2 compliant. Teams, I have not yet. And I know they have committed not to train on your data if you're paying for them. But for the free one, not public, it cannot be seen anywhere. They train on your data too. They train on your data. Hope that I was able to answer your question, Enrico. If that is clear, please send me a number 4 at the chat box so that we can move on. Thank you. All right, let's move on. So how do we now integrate AI or generative AI for QA for your team? So first we gather, connect, and integrate the data. It's always smart to process map everything that you want to automate. And I know you guys do that because you're QA. I know this is a part of your life at work. And then number two, you analyze and you interpret the data. And then number three, surface issues, risk, and opportunities. You identify that. And then number four, you pinpoint connections and relationships in the data that you will have. And then number five, you recommend or take action. Okay. So for quality events, number one, you surface trends and anomalies. You identify danger and risk. Second, number three is the complaint triage. And then number four, assess CAPA by understanding CAPA risk, by understanding all the data. Number five, you recommend when to escalate to CAPA. Preventive action suggested by system, catching recurrence of prior events, and then identify product quality issues, and then lastly, identify future risk. All this manual, and then you automate, and then you check how you can automate that. With risk management, you identify where there is risk introduced, the failure modes and effects analysis, FMEA, modeling along the product life cycle, the impact of design decisions on risk, and then you identify emerging trends and anomalies. And this make up the risk management part. And here is a GPT for internal audit and risk management. Someone made it there at the GPT store. It says that this AI assistant is expert in internal audit, risk management, and data analysis. It can assess the risk scenario, prepare a risk and control matrix, interpret policy documents, and write main audit processes, and analyze audit reports. GPT-4 also has code interpreter. And code interpreter, you can upload Excel files, CSV files, Python codes, any database that you have there that it can read, and it will analyze it for you. And so this totally helped a lot because before ChatGPT arrived and before their code interpreter was made available and public for everyone, we needed data scientists. We needed the machine learning. We needed the data, that entire process, data, database, data, place in Excel file and put in Excel file. It makes it a database, and then analytics, and then the data scientists. And that's how the data scientists, we rely on the data scientists for us to interpret the data before we turn it over to machine learning. That cuts a lot of processes in the data interpretability, data analytics, and data science. We did a data science project for, we did a data science project for, there's an NDA, but we did a data science project and we did it with statisticians. And it's usually a dashboard, right? The main thing that they want to have an artificial intelligence for, if customized, if not generative AI, customized, usually a dashboard that feeds in all of the information from the database to their dashboard so that when their head asks them for the reports, it's automatically and easily printable or it can be sent in just one click. And we process map their entire database from who encodes the data, because it's garbage in, garbage out when it comes to the data. And so there's who encodes the data, and then it's data cleaning, and then you visualize the data, right? You visualize the data. And that's how you are able to create the data science of it. Cuts all of that entirely, except the part where it's still true. Data garbage in is still data garbage out, even in generative AI. Though now they are, because we've run out of data to train AI on. Imagine all of the data in the world, it's now inside AI. They've run out of data. They are now, AI is now regurgitating synthetic data. And that synthetic data, it's being used to gradient descent. That's what they call it. Gradient descent into artificial general intelligence. That's the goal. Artificial general intelligence. Jerome said, what are current use cases for GPT in QA monitoring in the service industry, particularly in call centers? There, in GPT-4, if you want to create a use case for call centers, it's usually in a keyword, right? I know that there's an audio, because multimodal, there's an audio for OpenAI. And when they listen on the calls or at the chat, and if a keyword comes up and this does not particularly relate to what the topic is, then it would prompt something. And in the call centers, there are a lot of startups now are using AI customer service, and you actually just talk to an AI. So sometimes that's good, other times not so, because the objectivity of a human is still not there if it's not properly trained. So mostly that's the use cases for call centers, not just for GPT, actually AI itself. A lot of that's it. Information, knowledge workers. This is in statistics. It's the first one to be hit in terms of the AI wave that we have in generative AI. So there. And yes, Enrico, the training has bias. It depends on the training. And so that's why when you train the AI, if you're going to use it for a specific use case, the training needs to be checked, because there may be bias in how it's treated. There you go. Jerome, was I able to answer your question? The direct answer is that a lot of call centers, sometimes sales, outbound, are now using AI. There's actually an application that can call automatically and offer your products. Yes, robocall. Yeah. And there are a lot of chatbots that are now the ones who answers at chat for call centers. Precious Igmen says, my team uses LLM to analyze their audits. Using unbiased prompts, the output gives us good insights about the current performance of the group. Yes, agree. Good prompts. Good prompts. Jerome, was I able to answer your question, or do you want more use cases? You raised your hand. Can you, I'm not sure how to put you in the spotlight. Do you want to speak up? Can you chat in the chat box first? Or was I able to answer your question, Jerome? All good. Thank you. All right. For manufacturing, it's optimizing manufacturing lines for efficiency, yield, and quality, and predicting best ranges for optimal quality, and catching problems before they happen and recommending solutions. Predictive, recommending where to test more thoroughly, and so that's predictive maintenance. So that's AI for manufacturing. And in GPTs, I searched for manufacturing, and this is what we currently have. Lean Manufacturing Copilot harnesses the wisdom of the Toyota way. Manufacturing Process Sheet Pro, instant process sheet generation with proactive diagrams. Manufacturing engineer, CNC programmer, formal expert, CNC machining, advisor, manufacturing cloud, agent helps answer questions on Salesforce manufacturing cloud. Imagine that. Additive manufacturing advisor, session aware AM advisor, professional and approachable. Lean manufacturing expert GPT. Lean manufacturing GPT streamlines production by applying lean principles. Sustainable manufacturing consultant GPT revolutionize your manufacturing with eco-friendly solutions. There are a lot more. This is just the only GPTs that fits in my screenshot. There are a lot more in manufacturing here. And these are domain knowledge. I mean, right? If you're not in manufacturing, you wouldn't be able to create a GPT for that. So, cross-process, when you have the data, you now check into links between supplier quality and defects and deviations, links between complaints and attributes of certain batches, links between training and deviations or defects, links between higher yield, better quality, attributes of the line or batch, recommending optimal ranges to avoid deviations and defects, and finding the golden batch attributes based on manufacturing, quality, and post-market data. So this is the cross-process part when evaluating how to AI-fy your process. So where do you begin? I have a course. It's Generative AI for Executives and Leaders. 100 executives and leaders have already joined the course. I would invite you to book a group workshop with us at Leading with Success. The insights are quick when they attend, and they have immediate actionable strategies, takeaways afterwards. And so needing a company buy-in is very important, your executives buy-in. And aside from that, start small, wherever you are, your role. For example, Precious Igman, their team uses LLM to analyze their audits. It's the same. So they started there. That's right. That's the right way to go. Determine what a successful AI or generative AI implementation will look like, and start the implementation where you are most likely to see quick results. And use those small successes that you have to build momentum for future AI initiatives. So practical steps, running out of time, so I'm just going to go through all of the slides and I'll go back to your question. Practical steps, you record, you gather, you integrate, you connect and relate, you analyze and interpret, you surface all of them, and then now you predict. It's either you have a customized AI done for you, or you use whatever is available tools, AI tools there is. You can always find it in Perplexity AI. You just search over there. All right. Okay, so I know you guys do this because you are QA, and this is actually really your process, right? Record, gather, integrate, connect and relate, analyze and interpret, surface and predict. And so, all right, I think we're at about the end of my talk. And so I can entertain your question once again at about the end. We, all of us, are now called to lead like a scientist. And because at this uncertain time, nobody knows what's going to happen. Let's be real. This is going to cause massive job loss. And we need to be ready in the Philippines because we are information workers. And information workers will be the biggest hit. And so this webinar is not just preparing us for the future. We are the owners of our future. We are all going through a period of rapid learning and growth. There's a model for that, science. Us as leaders, we can take these insights, be real about this from the scientific process. We develop a hypothesis and then we develop metrics. Then let's do our experimentation to test the hypothesis. It means we learn from existing knowledge. While they appear new, the advancement here is so fast. And so we must build on the state of the art of whatever tools we have. And as leaders, we keep pushing forward. We need to do this for our nation. And we share what we learn. We give others something to build on. That's why I'm here. Just being here, just Ray calling me in to be here. This is a huge step for us. Because last year, nobody wanted to talk about it. But this year, we need to talk about it. This is the reality. we are facing this. And we need to be able to create the opportunity that we can for our country to validate results. And thank you for your questions earlier, because yes, we all must be open-minded to debate about the best way forward. Science can help us consider the externalities we create as we develop new norms. These are new norms so much, embed new tools and change how we work. All right. There are new jobs created by AI. For example, chief AI officer, prompt engineer, it's now an official job. So that's two. And I am leaving you, before I answer your question, Mary Chris, I am leaving you guys with references. If you want to dig deeper after this webinar, you can watch the video, The Faster Road to Quality AI. This video is by Master Control on their YouTube channel, except this is the traditional AI, not generative AI. So how they created, I shared some of it in the slides, but the process is the same. It's just the data science part has been cut out faster because of GPT-4's code interpreter now. And you can download Microsoft's Future of Work report in perplexity.ai. You just go there and say Microsoft's Future of Work report. You just type it. It will give you the link immediately. Perplexity.ai. I love this AI. Perplexity.ai. There. Once you use that, you probably won't Google any, because it answers you direct about the question. And let's see. To recap, we have talked about Microsoft's future of work, the impact of generative AI on work efficiency and skills, how to integrate AI for QA, and how you can connect quality data, the GPT store, and then your quality events, and then risk management. There you go. I have 9 minutes left, and I can answer Marie Chris' question. Good evening. I am a teacher, and I'm planning to develop an AI-enhanced assessment framework in reading. My plan to regenerate test items for integrity based on certain specifications. I'm currently using free ChatGPT. Is there a paid version that will do this and provide more credible test items? Thanks in advance. So what you want, let me just read it back for understanding. You're going to create a test, a QA test, but you're a teacher, and so this is for reading comprehension. Reading comprehension for what? Grade school, high school? Or is that college, Marie Chris? Are you assessing reading comprehension? Did I get that right? Do you want to create a test framework for reading comprehension? And do you want it for grade school, high school, or college? Marie Chris, am I getting what you're asking? Am I understanding your question right? Do you want to create a test framework for reading comprehension? Am I getting that right? All right, Marie Chris. So, please clarify further what kind of test items that you want, for which age, is it the grade school, high school, or college? Yeah, please clarify further yes. Grade school assessment of reading proficiency of high school. Yeah, you can do that. But based on, I'm a reader, based on reading comprehension, I would say it will depend on what are you looking for. What are you looking for when you want to check the reading comprehension? Is it logic? Is it critical thinking? Is it analytical thinking skills? So you go to multiple choice items only. Oh, you can easily do that. You can just prompt this. So Marie Chris, this is all about the prompts. So play on it, use more prompts, and then there's a skeletal of prompts that you can do If you want to create a GPT for it, you can also do it. There is another question says, yes, Arnel is right. Thank you, Arnel. Structure your prompts. That's the answer in short. Okay. Pedro has a question. How do you think AI for quality can be effective in recruitment? I am a recruiter for 24 years. So, recruitment is based on numbers. And if someone gives me a job description and I know how many people are there, I automatically compute these are all the people that we need. And so, AI for quality and recruitment, very effective in calibration, in timing, especially when you record how many you interviews in the CV and how they work even after they already onboarded. So, but this one, for AI for quality to be effective in recruitment, you need to process map. You need to map your process. From the very beginning that a job description is given to recruitment, filled out a form for vacancy, through the job posting, how many CVs are there, how many were interviewed, how many, all of that. You need to process map them, and then you need to monitor them. And AI can help you there, can co-pilot you there. So Manuel said, outside GPTs and AI, you may also consider doing IRT to evaluate your test items. Manuel, please expound further on IRT. Enrico said, recently I have watched AlphaGo, wherein the model floored the world's foremost Go player. Is there a future wherein QSQA professional work is appended to oblivion since quality work is repeatable, process-based? Yes. The answer is yes. GPT now is more accurate in diagnosing than your human doctor. And so the answer is yes for all of us. It can be that good that it would be better than a human in all aspects. And yet, Enrico, here's the good news. IBM's Watson defeated a human in chess a long time ago in the 70s. IBM was the first in AI. And yet, what popularized chess is actually IBM Watsons. Now we have Magnus Carlsen. My son loves chess. I still love playing chess. So even if AI gets to be at that stage where it's good in everything than us, I don't think we will stop doing things that we love to do, like playing chess. So that's the that's the reality of it. I mean, AI is not new. It's been around for a long, long time. IBM Watson's was the first one to beat someone, to beat everyone, the grandmaster. And it only popularized it so much. It did not take away the human players. So hopefully that's what's going to happen to us. Marie Chris says, thank you. I'm new to using ChatGPT. Yes, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Miss Bonnie, for delivering a very comprehensive and insightful presentation. And this is indeed a very engaging presentation. You have been entertaining questions and answering and responding to our PSQ Nation. So if you have more questions, kindly write them in our chat box, and I'm pretty sure Miss Bonnie will be gladly answering all of your questions. Yes, Sir Enrico, this is truly indeed an insightful, informative session. Congratulations, Miss Bonnie, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you,
Sir
everyone.
Enrico, Sir Enrico says another one. With regards to data quality, what are your thoughts on data poisoning or nightshade or
Yeah, this
from
is
an
for
MIT article?
yes, yes. This is yes. Thank you, thank you. Dr. Sands. Yes. So for this data quality, data poisoning in Nightshade, I believe the next level of quality is cybersecurity. You will now
Yeah.
need to partner once we accelerate so much on AI, you will now need to partner with cybersecurity professionals so that your data quality is not, compromised. And this is, I
Mm-hmm.
believe, this is your next level role now that AI is here. So jobs will evolve. It's true, there will be a massive job loss. And I also believe that a lot of jobs will evolve. There is a huge need for cybersecurity. And guess who are risk managers? And guess who are already there? That's all of you guys in QA. Your shift to cybersecurity will probably be more than welcome. And that's something to look forward to in how QA will evolve and how cybersecurity will be a part and be a partner to QA more because of artificial intelligence.
Yes, it's a paradigm shift, and you all have to be open with these changes. You have to remain agile if you want to if you want to be if you want to be still part of this thriving ecosystem.
Thank
Any
you,
more
everyone.
questions from our PSQ Nation? Do you have other questions from our related to this topic? What are your thoughts, again from Enrico, what are your thoughts on ChatGPT as a scholastic parrot?
As a stochastic parrot,
Stochastic parrot, sorry, yeah.
that's okay.
Stochastic parrot.
Uh, the research papers that has implemented so much test on GPT has proven that it's not. Uh,
Mm-hmm,
Unfortunately, it's now average intelligence. And
mm-hmm,
this is good because all of us, the whole world, will automatically be raised on above average intelligence when you use GPT-4 because they've already measured its intelligence. It's now average intelligence. So this will automatically raise everyone's intelligence above
mm-hmm.
average. So yeah, there's a lot of papers that have proven that it surpasses right now its average intelligence, and it's surpassing even doctors in in accurate diagnosis. So
Well, that's an amazing results or studies from what you have mentioned. So, do you have other questions? So one more prior to our our PSQ Nation members are really interested with this topic. Another question from Jeland. Will AI push out human evaluators in the call center industry or BPO?
yes, and depends on the bias of the training data. If the AI is not good and may mark people, may mark the conversation as not right, human evaluators will may still be there to intervene. And yes, we need to prepare. It's gonna happen.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. One last one from and another from Gerber Garcia. What are your thoughts on using AI for quality in the insurance industry?
I'm a techno optimist, so it's a yes for me.
Okay.
The sooner
Thank you
the
so
better.
much.
Mm. Mm.
Thank you so much, Miss Bonnie, for this engaging webinar. At this juncture, the QR code was presented to you. You have to please, to receive your certificate, kindly access that post-evaluation survey, and we appreciate your feedback. This is really immensely valuable to us. And all of you will be given certificates once you have accomplished that post-evaluation survey. And of course, we would like to present the certificate of appreciation to our resource speaker for imparting valuable insights and inspiration to our participants during the PSQ's February 2024 national webinar with the topic AI for Quality. This day, February 5, 2024, signed by our society's president, Dr. Ray Fremista. And allow me once again to introduce to you the Philippine Society for Quality, and outline its mandate and activities for 2024. This organization was established on May 17, 1969 in collaboration with the Productivity Development Center and 64 charter members And our organization stands a distinguished national organization operating as a non-stock, non-profit entity. We are committed to promoting and advancing quality practices across diverse industries. And we have a rich, storied legacy, unwavering commitment to excellence. And flash on your screen is the vision, and on the next slide is the mission of the society. In this dynamic and ever-evolving landscape, we stand as a beacon, guiding individuals and organizations toward the pinnacle of quality. We have invited renowned quality gurus throughout the years. We have partnered with different local and international organizations for collaborative projects, which will greatly benefit our members. And in alignment with our vision, we consistently offer training and certification activities tailored to the evolving needs of our industries. And also, the Philippine Society for Quality oversees prestigious awards. In the next slide, this includes the Duran Medal, the Quality Manager of the Year Award, the Page Best Practice, and among others. And the members of our society enjoy so much benefits. And if you want to be part of us, please send us a message to or call our secretariat. Also, the Philippine Society for Quality facilitates the highest national recognition for exemplary organizational performance of private and public organizations in the country, known as the Philippine Quality Award. So you can maximize your PSQ membership as well by actively participating in the various committees highlighted on your screen. Get involved, be engaged, and let's collectively contribute to building a quality-driven nation. And you can also consider becoming a part of the various PSQ technical hubs. These include Lean Six Sigma, quality management, Kaizen, innovation, and digital thinking, and the educators network. So together, let us embark on projects that uplift the standard of quality across all aspects of our work. Additionally, we encourage you to share your knowledge and quality insights by submitting articles for our PSQ Nation magazine. And for more details, kindly refer to the information displayed on your screen. And as part of our communication initiatives to connect with our members, consider joining the PSQ Community Viber channel to stay informed about the various activities of our society. And we have two uh, exciting training activities scheduled this February 2024. This one is a certified digital transformation professional and data protection officer. So all details are displayed on your screen. So also stay enthusiastic and ready to absorb knowledge for our upcoming national webinar this March and April and until the end of the year. Also, please, additionally, we extend an invitation to all our members to participate in our general membership meeting this February 24, and we have arranged for a speaker to delve into the topics of digitalization and sustainability. Also, one big event for this year, we invite you, in collaboration with the Indonesia Quality and Productivity Management Association. Our society is thrilled to host the 2024 International Quality and Productivity Convention. And this event is scheduled to take place from September 9 to 12, 2024 at the Manila Hotel. And our 34th National Quality Forum is set to take place on September 12 to 13, 2024, immediately following the 2024 International Quality and Productivity Convention and at the Manila Hotel. So this will be a week-long celebration of quality. And if you are interested, please kindly reach us through our secretariat, or you can visit our social media pages for more details. So feel free to email our secretariat. And as we conclude this event, we express our gratitude to everyone present here with special acknowledgement to our participants and our STEAM resource speaker. Once again, let's give a warm round of applause for our resource speaker for this evening, Miss Bonnie Factor. This is truly an engaging night. So we eagerly anticipate your participation in the different activities planned by our society. A a blessed evening to everybody, and thank you so much. See you all in our next event.